My name is Vergilia, and this is my welcoming story. They didn't have a livelihood, and they certainly didn't have a home, but they had a few contacts. And so after a while, my father found a job working for some German people in a law firm. And my mother had her baby quite soon, and so she was taken up with family affairs. And one baby arrived after another until I was born, and I was the fourth. And I was born in 1945, and then in 1948, they managed to leave Japan and come to the United States, but there were many hurdles, so they felt very fortunate to get into the United States at that time. The biggest challenge was just simply to put bread on the table and to have a roof over our heads. That was certainly the biggest one. Father was trying to get a degree so he could get a better job. He had been well educated in Germany, but didn't have the proper American degrees. So by and by, he did get the BA, and then by and by, he also got the MA. There were 12 years in California that were, for us children, wonderful years. Fruit from orchards, and grapes from vineyards, and berries from berry patches, and walks on the beach, and wonderful friends, and even a car of our own at the end. It was a very old car, but it was a car. There was a woman named Kitty Crosby who was key at that time. Her husband was a banker, and she lived in a mansion up the hills. We went up often to visit her, and she was one of our sponsors. She belonged to an organization called Moral Rearmament, where the ladies would get together at 6:30 in the morning and pray at that time. They did it all together, knowing that their prayers were at the same time. Our family was evidently in her prayers because she would get this idea that we needed her, we needed some money, and we needed her eggs from her chickens, or we needed an invitation to come up, or whatever it was, and she did it. She had the feeling in the morning during that prayer time, and then she went ahead and did it. So sometimes she brought us a $5 check, sometimes it was as much as $50, which in today's money would perhaps be $500. So it was quite extraordinary that we had that help. She was just very welcoming when we came and very sweet with us kids. So, yes, what would I tell her? Well, gosh, just thank you. What else can one say? Thank you again and again. There were many such people. California was extraordinary in that sense. There was Josephine Duveneck, and there were other people, the McManuses across the street, and people were very welcoming. It possibly had to do with the kids, having kids in the family. I don't know. Well, the war was well known, and we were refugees from the war, but we came from an enemy country. We came from Japan, which was an enemy country, and then we came also from Germany, which was another enemy country, but still they were welcoming. So something was in the air that they were just wonderful. Maybe it was just plain California.